All right, Luke. So, I showed you everything going on with the unit downstairs. So the next step is to get a permanent solution so this thing doesn't keep breaking down.
Okay.
So we checked your airflow. Your equipment that you purchased is rated at 0.5. We're at 0.88, so we're a lot higher. That's probably the main reason that flame sensor went out. And I don't want to see that again. I'm assuming you don't want to have a no heat situation again.
I'd rather not.
We know the ORSAT came in good, so that's fine. And we talked about the other issues. So we have a couple different options. We can go ahead and do a 4-star. The 4-star will allow me to run a diagnostic, not just a diagnostic to figure out why the furnace isn't working, but a diagnostic on the entire system to figure out why this airflow is not working properly. And then also we would include those 3 repairs. So the drip tee, the new secondary drain line, and then that flame sensor would be included in there. We would be installing 3 smoke and carbon monoxide alarms, 1 on each level of the home, because we know you're missing so many of them, and your home's kind of susceptible to a danger factor there. And then we would clean your blower wheel, which we know is really dirty at this time. So that would come with a 4-star, or we can do a 3-star, which would get you all the same things except you only get 1 smoke and carbon monoxide alarm, not 1 on each level, just 1 total.
Okay.
So your system wouldn't be complete, but at least you'd have something down in the basement at this point.
Right.
Or we do a 2-star, but then there's no alarms, there's no blower wheel cleaning, and I can only do 2 of the minor repairs. So I do the flame sensor and then 1 of the other ones. Or we can just do the 1 and figure out why the airflow is so poor so it doesn't break down again. Your energy bills aren't so high. And it'd be the flame sensor. That'd be included in that one. So which option would you like to go with?
So for each one of these, is that we adding an additional $300? $300?
Nope. So we just roll that right into this.
Oh,
so
okay.
This would be your total in there now. Now that we know the problem, we now can start focusing on the solutions.
Oh, okay. All right.
At least the problem why the furnace wasn't kicking on. We still don't know why the airflow is so horrible in the house at this point.
Right. Okay. So this will just take care of the airflow and the part that's failed right now.
Yep, we'll be able to diagnose why the airflow is not correct in the home, which is a lot more in-depth diagnostic than the one you agreed to previously.
Right.
And I already replaced the flame sensor, so that part's already done. So it's really figuring out the airflow stuff. But again, that leaves us with the carbon monoxides, the drain lines still aren't done properly, the blower wheel is still really dirty, so all that still sits.
I was thinking about replacing it here eventually, so don't want to throw too much money into any of this right now. You can just stick to the 1-star, get it taken care of, see what's going on with that airflow, and kind of just get her by for now.
Okay. So you kind of mentioned you might want to replace the furnace at some point soon. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. I know it's getting older.
Oh,
so,
sure. Yep. Okay. And how old is it right now?
It's about 13 years old.
13 years old. Okay. Because a lot of times we can get these systems to last almost 20 years if they're set up properly. So, I mean, knowing that, would you like to go forward with one of these? And if, the airflow, something or other, doesn't seem like we can fix it and you needed a new one, we can probably work with you on the price with this one, with these dollars amounts.
So, okay. With the higher one up, the price, it seems like quite a bit to be thrown into it still with those higher ones. It's just, you can get a furnace for $4,000 or $5,000 now, right?
Depending on the furnace and depending on what comes with it. Yeah, so furnaces are kind of like cars. You can buy a very stripped down model, a very high-end model. But in this case, there's a good chance we might need more than that. There's probably some airflow issue. So even if you replace the furnace, it's not going to fix the airflow. There's something else going on with it. Here's my concern, Luke. if we just do the flame sensor, and yeah, we'll figure out why the airflow is poor, but if you don't fix that drain line, eventually someday that drain line's going to clog up. Like almost every one of them do at some point. And that will for sure wreck your furnace, and then you're forced to replace your furnace. And I don't want to have to force you to do anything, so it'd be good to at least get that taken care of, the secondary drain line. If you don't want to do the drip tee, that's fine, but we should at least do the secondary drain line, because I don't want, the summer's coming, it's March, and that's going to run, and if that blocks up, it's going to leak all over your furnace. I've seen it a bunch of times where they're forced to fix or replace their furnace, and there was nothing quote unquote wrong with it before all the water dripped all over it. So
Right.
I'm just giving you my honest opinion of what I think I'm worried about.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I can understand that there. I know you guys mentioned kind of the duct cleaning, and could we like do that with just like the 2-star maybe? Could we do the duct cleaning with the 2-star?
I couldn't include it with the 2-star, but I can give you an option on that if you'd like.
Right. So do like, so have it a separate price there.
Yeah, it would be additional to this, because that's a whole separate crew that comes out and does that.
Right.
It's kind of a big deal.
Okay. I mean, that'd be something probably interesting to do a 2-star and kind of look at the duct cleaning then.
Okay.
I think I can take care of the CO detectors myself.
Yeah, let me just get you an option on that. Okay, so I got a 2-star with the duct cleaning on my iPad. And would you like to go ahead with that one then?
Yep, let's just do that one.
Sounds great. Sign right there and we'll get you taken care of.